That's right there with the dog bones, and basically the two sides of the gears are not the same. So hey guys, once again, welcome back to Revolution XRC. Today we're going to move on to the next part of the Axial SCX10III build series, the transmission. For the transmission, you'll need bag C. These are the mini bags that are included in bag C. And I will be referencing these bags as I go through the steps. In bag C1, you have the gears. In bag C2, you have the motor mount and some of the shafts. In bag C3, you have the bearings and the slipper pads. And in C4, you have your hardware. These are the parts that you'll need for step C1. You'll need these from bag C1. You'll need these from bag C2. You'll need these from bag C3, and you'll need these from bag C4. And you'll also need these plastic pieces. You will also be needing the supplied black grease or a grease of your choice. In my case, I will be using Versachem brake caliper grease, and I'll put a link to this in the description below. Now before you put these two halves together, you want to make sure that you screw on this shifter end, or else you won't be able to later on. And that completes step C1. For step C2, you'll need the following. You'll need these from bag C1, this from bag C2, these from bag C3, these from bag C4, and this part right here. Hey guys, just an addendum to step C2. It has come to my attention that some people are experiencing clicking noises in the transmission while running the vehicle. Another YouTuber by the name of Kaisen's RC Life had discovered the issue, and I just wanted to give him the credit for this. There's two 27 tooth gears here. They go onto those shafts right there with the dog bones, and basically the two sides of the gears are not the same. So you look here and you'll see that this side is squared off inside, and this side right here has a rounded edge, which is supposed to go on the dog bone side. So I think a couple people have been installing it on the squared off side, and the dog bones would click around in that little squared off area. So just make sure that the let's see if I can give you a better look. The side with the rounded edge, or the rounded beveled edge, is the one that the dog bone is being inserted into. I can probably give you a better look with this gear right here. This is the rounded edge. And this is the squared off edge. And that completes step C2. For step C3, you'll need these parts from bag C1, these from bag C2, these from bag C3, these from bag C4, and you will also need these plastic parts. You'll need to use thread lock for this step. And with that, this is the completion of step C3. For step C4, you'll need these 3 screws from bag C4. And that completes step C4. For step C5, you'll need the following. You'll need this from bag C1, these from bag C3, these from bag C4, and these following plastic pieces. Now I'm just putting a little dab of grease on this just to keep the slipper pad in place. That completes step C5. For step C6, you'll need the following. You'll need this from bag C1, this from bag C4, and these following parts. You'll also need a motor of your choice. And here I have the Holmes Hobbies Crawlmaster Sport 13-turn 540. It's a 5-slot motor. And I will actually not be using the stock pinion, which is 14 tooth. I will be using this here, which is the 11 tooth pinion. This is a Boom Racing 32 pitch 11 tooth pinion. It's a steel pinion gear. And I will put a link to this in the description below. I will also put a link to the Crawlmaster Sport in the description below. One thing to be aware of with this kit, the manual does state that this is a 48 pitch pinion, but it is in fact a 32 pitch pinion. So if you want to replace this pinion, make sure you get a 32 pitch pinion. Alright, so since I am using a 11 tooth pinion, you can see that this motor mount is marked appropriately. You'll notice I haven't soldered on the motor leads yet. That is because the SCX10III does come with a motor cover, so I just need to make sure that the leads will clear the motor cover before I solder them on. Now you eventually want to thread lock this grub screw for the pinion, but for now I am just putting it on just to test fit. Alright, you can probably bring it in a little bit more. And that looks like it's lined up correctly. Let's get this motor mount seated. Right there. And a complete step C6. This also completes this part of the build series, the transmission assembly. Thanks for watching, please like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell for the next part of my Axial SCX10III build series. Thanks for watching.